Oh, hello. Welcome to Gourmet, the channel where I cook my way through all the cookbooks I own and have never used. We are still working with the official Disney Parks Cookbook, where we'll be making the Batuuan Ronto Wraps. This is what they look like. Honestly, they look delicious. They are delicious. Yes, I've had one. So I'm just excited to make these. Let's get started. So this one starts out pretty simple. We just need to put a pork shoulder or pork butt into the oven. We're supposed to use a 2-pound pork butt. The smallest one I could find was basically 4 pounds. So that's fun. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. We've got our baking sheet out. I put some tinfoil on the bottom just because I figure at least whatever cooks onto the tinfoil will not be like stuck on the pan. But we need to, per the recipe, it says to pat dry our pork butt. So, and I don't know if it's supposed to be boneless or not, but that's just what I bought. I'm going to go ahead. I got the strings off of our butt, and then we're supposed to pat it dry with a paper towel. So that's what we'll do. There we go. We'll stick this one fat side up. I feel like that's what we're supposed to do. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this stuff in the trash. Wash my hands real quick because now we got to oil, salt, and pepper this back. I don't know. I'm just going to... It says to have 2 tablespoons of canola oil. We're just doing whatever. And then we're going to go ahead and take our pepper and grind our pepper all over the top. And I'm going to do probably a little too much pepper on the top, but the goal is to like massage it around. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't know. I'm just trying to get this in the oven because I kind of forgot that obviously it's a pork butt, so it has to cook like for at least 3 hours, if not more. And then I'm just going to take our salt and we're just going to go back and forth a couple times. And then we'll get our hands dirty and we're just kind of going to scoot this around. But there we go. I'm going to call this done. I'm going to wash my hands. Our oven's at 300. We're going to get this in the oven for 3, probably closer to 4 hours. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make the slaw for our Ronto wraps. We've got the pork butt going. The slaw should be pretty easy to make. Honestly, the rest of this is more of a put together recipe than like a make recipe, I feel like, because the things that we're making are a slaw and a peppercorn sauce, and both of those are pretty easy. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it and make the slaw. Let's see. We need a 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. So I've got my apple cider vinegar here. And we're going to go ahead and measure out a 1/3 cup because, you know, this is one thing I don't want to over measure on accident. Like, oh, can you imagine like super vinegary? I don't know. I don't think that would be great. So there's our apple cider vinegar. We're going to do a little bit of sambal, which I didn't even look for because last time we just went ahead and used sriracha as a substitute. And since I already owned it, I said, why not? We need 2.5 tablespoons. So there we go, measuring with our hearts. I feel like a 1/3 cup and 2.5 tablespoons are not super, super far apart from each other. And then we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. So we're just going to go ahead and pour in our sugar. I can't say that I remember this being like almost like pickled slaw, but that's kind of what it feels like is happening. It's been a while since I've had this one from the parks. And I don't know. So where was I going with that? Basically, I don't quite remember what I ate at the parks, but we're doing our best. Now we need 2 tablespoons of canola oil. This, I don't know why this is in there. I don't really understand why this is here, but hey, that's fine. We've got our canola oil. Now we need some dried parsley. I'm just using parsley flakes. I don't know. I'm assuming this is fine. We need a tablespoon. Close enough for me. And now this recipe specifically calls for a teaspoon of coarse salt. So I'm going to go ahead and use the nice Maldon salt I have. And That's definitely more than a teaspoon, but I think it'll be okay. We're going to have to taste this anyways. And now we need a teaspoon of black pepper. What do we think? That looks good, right? And we're going to whisk all this together. It doesn't say to whisk. The book says to combine. But because there's the sugar and everything in there, I thought the whisk would be a nice option for this. That's the base of our slaw. So I'm going to set that to the side a little bit. And I guess I need a knife. That would be helpful. So now we need to go ahead. We have matchstick carrots here. We need a cup of matchstick carrots. So I'm just going to go ahead. And I almost opened these last night because I made like a noodle stir fry. But I couldn't remember how much I needed. And I didn't want to open up the recipe book. So that's that. What a fun story. I'm losing it. I spent all day yesterday. I had off of work. It's 4th of July weekend. I had off of work yesterday, and I painted my bathroom wall. And that was an absolute mess from start to finish. That's been my number one op in this house. And I never want to do it again. So yeah. It's been one day of a 3-day weekend, and we're halfway through the next one, and I'm already like, I could go back and just like use another reset. That should be nice. Okay, so here we go. While I'm telling you all this unnecessary information, I went ahead and just took off the outer leaves of our cabbage. We need 3 cups of shredded cabbage. I'm not going to shred it. I'm going to kind of dice what I think will be 3 cups. And I don't know if this is right, but that's just what I feel like doing. This also I was going to break out last night, but I couldn't remember how many cups of this I needed either. So I didn't break it out for my noodle salad, but I think that'll be about 3 cups. Probably more than 3 cups, but I can't say that I care. I might get rid of this big leaf and this big leaf, though. Just kind of deal more with the smaller bits. And then, really, because I have no plan for this, I'm just going to slice it. And I understand what you're all saying. This isn't shredding. And you're right, it's not shredded cabbage. This is now sliced. But I'm going to be nice. And I'm going to turn my cutting board because it's the biggest cutting board I own and it barely fits where I have everything. And I'm just going to chop it a little bit. And this looks like those little pre-made salads that you buy at the grocery store sometimes. But I love those little things. They're so good. Okay, great. I'm going to say that that's 3 cups of shredded cabbage. It's technically more than 3 cups of shredded cabbage, but, you know, we have the whole head, and, like, we use what we can. Here's our bowl. I'm gonna... Oh, that was loud. Ah, that was so loud. Got a little spoon, and we're just going to start tossing this around. This is definitely something that I think we should make ahead of time. The book says to make it and then chill until everything's ready. I didn't make it super far ahead of time. I didn't think that I wanted like a super wilted cabbage or anything. And these go in pitas, so maybe it would have been better to make them a little thinner, as in like strips of cabbage, but I don't care. I didn't even shred it. I can't say that this is even shredded cabbage. This is just like diced. But it looks good. I mean, I don't know. I think it looks good. I'm going to give it a little bit more toss and turn. And then I'm going to try a bite because I don't know how our seasoning is. And I want to make sure that that's at least, you know, good. Because there's a lot riding on this. I'm just going to... It's just me. Ooh. That's actually really good. It has a nice kick to it. I don't know. It's got a nice spice. I like that a lot. I'm going to cover it in some saran wrap. And then stick it in the fridge. Okay, we've put our slaw in the fridge. Now it's time to make our peppercorn sauce, which I am realizing I forgot to buy Szechuan peppercorns for. And since it's 4th of July, I'm not going to go out to the store. We're just, we are pressing along. I cannot be bothered. Oops. Too bad. Okay, we need a cup of mayonnaise. I just got the Duke's. I guess it's this way. Duke's mayonnaise. Sometimes I buy the Chosen. Sometimes I buy Duke's. It depends, kind of like whatever's cheaper. We need about a cup of this. I think that's about a cup. We need a tablespoon of lime juice. I cheated, and I'm just using squeezable lime juice. I know it's not the same. I know. Boop. We'll call that a tablespoon. We need a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar again. So you can definitely see like these at least belong together, which is nice. And I know I measured the first one and I didn't measure this, but I'm really measuring the sauce with my heart. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Now we need ground sumac. So this was the most expensive thing, or the most expensive seasoning I bought. I was going to say thing, but the meat was definitely more expensive. But probably per a weight, this is the most expensive, this sumac. And I don't even remember. It's a berry of some plant. I forget what kind of plant. But we need a teaspoon of ground sumac. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to say that that's a teaspoon. And then we need a half tablespoon of coarse salt. So we're breaking out the Maldon again. And we're going to go ahead and just... There we go. And then we need a quarter teaspoon of ground coriander. So here's my coriander. We're just going to... That was probably too much, but that's okay. And then we're supposed to use an 1/8 teaspoon of Szechuan peppercorns. I don't have those. I didn't buy them. So we're just using black pepper. I have no idea how this is going to change the flavor, but that's what we're doing. And then I'm going to take my spoon and we're just going to combine this into a sauce. And I'll taste it and see if it tastes good. But there's our sauce. I'm just going to... Okay. That tastes like nothing. That tastes absolute that has no flavor to it. So we're just gonna re-add the ingredients minus the mayonnaise. This is why we measure, kids. Oh, that's fine. I feel like this should be kind of like a little bit fragrant. I don't know. I just think... I don't know why it doesn't taste like anything. I'm assuming I just put too much mayonnaise. Which is fine. We're just gonna... I also don't know why it has to be coarse salt, so I'm gonna take a step back and add in some fine sea salt. And maybe that will kind of help spice things up. And maybe if we let it sit longer, it would be better. I don't know. But here goes nothing. We added a little bit of everything, and it definitely came out better. This is a really good sauce now. So, measuring's probably important, but hey, we didn't do it. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the fridge, and we'll be back when the pork butt's ready. So it is time to continue on. We have our pork back here in the corner. It looks utterly delicious. I went ahead and chopped it to about what I thought the pita bread would be. I think it's a little bit bigger than our pita bread, but that's okay. We have our grill pan here. I love this, but it is a bitch to clean. But it's it's a Le Creuset grill pan. It works so well. We just never actually had to use it on the channel yet. But what we're going to do is we have some pita here. Now, these are sweet onion pita, which is not what the recipe calls for. It calls for just regular pita bread. But I saw these. I thought they sounded good. I have regular ones too, but I'm going to try it with this first. We need to basically heat the pita on each side until it's warm. So I'm warming up our pan now. And then once our pita is warm, we're going to go ahead and add in some sausages. The recipe calls for smoked 4-ounce sausages. Let me show you the picture. So you can kind of see, like, the sausage is really, really thin and skinny. Those are not the ones that we have. I didn't see that version at the store, but I saw these and I thought they'll work fine enough for what we're doing. So that's kind of what's going to happen there. But I am going to get this. Our pan is literally, we're just heating our pan. I've got it kind of on a medium heat, and I'm letting it get hot. We've sprayed it with Pam so that it's nice and non-stick, hopefully. Yeah, that's all we're doing. I have to say, I tried the pork, and I know the pork is just salt, pepper, and canola oil, but but it is so good. Okay, so we've got our pita on. I just went ahead and flipped it. Honestly, we need something heavy to stay on top of this for it to even want to grill. And you can see we've got some nice in the middle. I was trying to do like a crosshatch thing, but I also forgot what was going on. So I'm going to try a little bit more, see if we can't get better grill marks. I might do another pita after this just to see if I can do a better job. Because it like wants to go. It just isn't really quite there. And maybe the grill pan's not quite hot enough. Okay, we're going to set that one to the side. Our grill pan's smoking, so it's definitely hot. It's just the pita's not hot. What if I just... Oh, that was beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's it. That was it. It definitely helped having something on top of it. But I'm going to call that there. I've got our sausages open. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to grill a couple because why not? I don't think I'm going to eat 3. In fact, I know I'm not going to eat 3. But we've got the pan out, so we might as well do it. And then I'm going to get... I guess I'm just going to put these sausages away, really. I've turned our pan down just a tad because it's smoking quite a bit. It is cast iron, so they get pretty hot. While those cook, I'm going to go ahead and slice our pork. So I want to do it long ways. I might cut off... Ooh, that is crispy. That top layer of fat really crisped up nice. Okay. This kind of went poorly, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and slice, I don't know. Try to slice some. Maybe I should take the first layer of fat off. That might make our lives a little easier to get this off. Okay. There's that. We're just going to try this again. I don't know the best way to slice this, but we need slices, like it says 1/8 of an inch thick, but we're going to get whatever we can get out of this. These are definitely a little too thick, but I only need 2, and I'm going to count that as my 2. Oh. So the recipe book does say just to turn them the one time, so that you get like, good grill marks on them, but I thought, I always like if I do this kind of thing on the grill, on my grill pan, because I don't own a grill, but if I kind of cook like sausages or something on it, I will turn them the whole time, because to me it's a little bit more like, those hot dog cookers at the 7-Eleven? It's kind of like that. It's been just about, I would say probably a little bit, about 5 minutes with our sausages. So I'm going to go ahead and get these guys on the cutting board just to get them out of the way. And I'm going to go and bring my pieces of pork, and we are grilling the pork as well. The recipe says we're really grilling just until golden brown on both sides, so I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm going to get some stuff a little bit ready for our wrap. I've got my plate. I've got my beautiful wrap. I'm going to do this side on the outside, so that makes a nicer picture. Maybe we'll do the inside. I don't know. I don't really know how to fold this up. I think you'll see the inside more. I'm just internally struggling. Of course, the fat's gonna stick, which is, the sad part about the pork, but that's okay. It did get nice and golden brown on parts of it. Let me get this one. There we go. That looks nice. We'll flip that again. But you can see it's not going to take long. I figured it'd only be like a minute or two per side. It's going to go pretty quick. Okay, so I think those are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of sausage on here. And I'm going to get this on one side. This is going to be a pain to eat. It's going to be delicious. I know it is, but it's going to be hard to assemble because I cut the pork way too big. There's that. I guess that side looks really pretty too. It doesn't matter. Our burner's off. I'm going to go ahead, put the slaw on, put the mayo on, and then we get to give this a try. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so here it is. It's, let me grab it. It's kind of a mess, but look at it. Doesn't that not look delicious? That looks really good. I'm going to give it a bite. I don't know how I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat this off camera. I'm going to take some bites. Well, we're going to come back because this is going to be a mess. Okay. I'm just going to show you. That's the aftermath of me taking like 3 bites. But it is so good. I cannot explain to you how good this one is. It's fantastic. The sauces are delicious. The slaw is so good. I mean, it's all the sausage, the roasted pork, the pita, everything goes together so well. Do I know if it's just as good if it wasn't grilled or not? No, I don't. But I'm sure I'm not going to break out the grill pan to grill everything again. So at some point I'll know. And it'll probably be in the description of the video. But boy, ooh, that was a good sandwich. It's a mess though. Like that is something you need a fork for or something after because half of it's on the plate. But I can't say that I don't think the one in real life is either. Like I feel like the one in real life is probably just as messy. So I'm not going to take away points for that because, sometimes a messy sandwich blows you out of the park. But let's get into scoring this one, right? And the ingredients, relatively easy to find. Except for the Szechuan pepper. I didn't see that. I only went to the one store. I just went to Publix. And I only went to the one Publix I normally go to. So I didn't see that ingredient on there. And the sumac is very expensive as an ingredient. Like the meat wasn't the cheapest, but whatever. You kind of know that going in. You know it's going to be probably about $20 or whatever. But the sumac was $10 for that one jar. So do with that what you will. But the recipe is so easy to follow. Everything came together so nicely. I know that I messed up the, sauce, that like mayo sauce. But I just had to add more of the ingredients and they came together really well. And the longer it sits, the tastier it gets. I really like this one. I don't know if I'll make it exactly the same again, but now that I know that I can make it at home, it's probably going to show up again one day. It was that good. So I think this one gets a 9.5. I think that's fair. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm excited to finish this one and then go stand over the sink and clean everything off. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.